ready for action.
Body, body, wanna feel my body, baby. Got to feel my body, yeah, yeah. Wanna touch my body, baby. It's too much, not too much, my body, yeah, yeah. Check it out, my body, baby. Check it out, my body, yeah, yeah. Talking about my body, well, check it out, listen here. Every man wants to be a macho man. To have the kind of body, always in demand. Jogging in the morning, go man go. Workouts in the health spa, muscles glow. You can best believe that he's a macho man. That he took it down with anyone he can. Hey, 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 hey. Macho man, yeah. I got to be a macho. I got to be a macho.
Before a night out, well, I have a shower. I wash, shampoo and condition my hair. Then I probably use a scrub in the shower.
Well, I have a bath, usually.
Then I blow dry my hair, straighten it possibly.
Well, obviously aftershave, shirt, jeans, shoes. Obviously I ain't got to do nothing to my hair, brush my teeth.
Style it, put a bit of moisturiser on my face.
Make sure I'm wearing a good aftershave. Ask the girlfriend a lot of the time, see what she thinks looks good on a man obviously. Get a woman's opinion's always good.
And put a little bit of cologne on and probably ready to go really.
Obviously I do my hair. A lot of the time I go out and buy new clothes because I didn't really want to wear the same clothes in town twice.
Just general like hair and stuff. I even bought eye drops a couple of times just to keep my eyes nice and white. And everyone has done it at one point or another. If they've got a spot, they'll put a bit of cover up on.
Sometimes I have a workout just so that I look a little bit bigger.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta have like a little workout before you go out, just so when you're out, you're looking like you're still kind of pumped up. Sounds gay, but.
Have a good body. That seems like a good thing to have these days.
I notice a lot of guys like going to the gym before they go for nights out and stuff like that, you know, so they look good. Yeah.
I do feel more compelled to put on a bit more weight, become a bit bigger.
Spray tan maybe a bit much, but
Yeah, it's definitely a line for me. I think things like, obviously when men have spray tans. Getting a spray tan, that's ridiculous. I'd never have that.
I have spray tans from time to time.
At one time I put fake tan on.
And like programmes like Only Way is Essex, Made in Chelsea, like reality TV, I think that like aids towards it as well. Because you see their lifestyle, you see what they do to make themselves look good, and you like to a certain extent want to live the same type of lifestyle as they are.
I would hazard a guess that due to this multitude of masculinities, that of course it gets quite alienating and tricky and hard to know, am I really doing this right? So you get an increased kind of trying to really be a man in this specific way that I've chosen. And I would rather say that the media maybe rides on this wave of anxiety rather than fuels it. Maybe it's a two-wave process, that I'm anxious about how am I actually being a man the right way, so I do buy the magazine that tells me how to be a man the right way, and then of course that fuels me, I fuel the magazine. So I don't think that we can say that media fuels us being self-conscious.
The media definitely sets a standard for how I feel I should look. I judge myself by what kind of social group I'm a part of.
No makeup ain't too far.
But then some people say pink, men shouldn't wear it. I've never ever worried about wearing pink because if you're right with your sexuality, why would you worry about it? Girls, it's not about looks. It's just like you can make someone laugh. You make them laugh. It's not like going laughing into like snake hair on the earth.
It is about confidence. Concealer is just foundation in a tube. So what's the difference between wearing concealer and wearing foundation?
It's foundation all over your face.
Yeah. What if you have spots all over your face? You know what I mean? Some girls like rough blokes, some girls like good looking blokes. If I'm going out downtown, I'll wear makeup.
Might as well just, you are what you are. Right?
I say confidence. I would say I'm more confident. I ain't going to be confident.
Yeah, but you are the best looking bloke out there.
Everyone knows David Beckham.
It's got to be Beckham.
David Beckham would be the main one.
David Beckham, definitely.
David Beckham. David Beckham.
I do like to keep an eye on DB, David Beckham, just to see what he's rocking.
A good 6.
I don't know, I'd like to say like 9.
6. Just above average. Be honest, Breen. Right. Now, a 5. When I go out, a 7. 7. What, always? Always.
8.5. If you're a 7,
fuck off. You're
Out of 10, I'm going to be really vain here and say an 8.
I have my days where I'm like, sometimes I think I'm an 8 or something, but I also have my days where I'm like a 5.
10 out of 10.
Facebook is for single people and younger people. That is 80%. Their whole life story goes on Facebook, as in, right now I'm going out tonight, I'm going so and so, or chatting to, for example, chatting to girls. Without Facebook, that's making life a lot easier. You go out.
As soon as someone puts a photo on me on Facebook, I got to look whether I want to untag myself straight away. I don't want.
What about when you put Willie out?
Sites like Facebook and MySpace and other things that where your image is always going to be out on the internet, always going to be publicly available to look at how you looked in the past. I think that really has affected the way we take care of ourselves, and we feel compelled to look our best almost all the time.
I think it encourages people quite a lot, purely for the fact that everyone's looking at the pictures and things like that, and pictures are the first thing that people see when they're looking on your profile. So people always want to be looking good in that, and then if they think they like the profile picture, then that's when they read on. So
basically, everybody knows, everybody looks at your profile. You want a nice profile picture. People are always trying to look good in their photos these days, just for sheer fact, just to put them on Facebook most of the time. Like, for example, like me or my friends, sometimes if there's a good picture taken, we say, put that on Facebook, I want a profile picture.
I do think that that's a common conception, or maybe even misconception in media, that the social media makes us objectified, and we are kind of lost in the world of Facebook, and I've always been skeptical of that view, because I think as human beings, we've existed over maybe 100,000 years. For 99,000 of those years, we've actually been living in groups where everyone knew everything about everyone. I mean, small villages leave little to hide. The only difference is that with population explosion, maybe 100 years ago, we actually became so many that all of a sudden we didn't know everyone. Now, again, with Facebook, technology's caught up with us, and we do know everyone that we want to know about, and we are always in the shop window, just like you used to be. Do look at two magazines. If we look at men's magazines, I mean, Men's Health, for example, the focus of that magazine is to how to get a well-functioning, healthy body with the right supplements in order to make you stronger. Whilst if you look at, say, Vanity, or which even in the name shows us something about what it looks for, it is about how to cover up with makeup, how to make yourself even more skinny. It's not so much about how to make yourself truly healthy. The BMI of someone in Men's Health and the BMI of someone in Vanity is radically different, and the men's one is actually much more healthy. So we're quite lucky, even though we're now both objectified, as it were. We have an equality in objectification. I do think that in earlier times, say 100 years ago, that the way we defined masculinity was in some way quite limited to a certain number of truths. Strength, reliability, kind of the square stand-up man idea. That seems to be the old standard. So I would say that rather than changing from A to B, it's changed from A to the whole alphabet.